What is up, comic fam? Do you hate the idea of waiting years for your prized possessions to come back from grading companies? Do you not trust these people with your prized possessions, or do you just scoff at the ever-increasing prices of the grading services? Well, welcome to the channel, and today I'm going to be talking about how I bypassed all of that and how you can too. But first, check this out. Big thank you to the channel sponsor, Big Time Collectibles, for sponsoring the channel and the monthly Legion Loot giveaway for the channel members. Be sure to check them out at BigTimeCollectibles.com. And if you need anything cleaned or pressed, hit up Justin Comic over on Instagram. For as little as $10 a book, he can take care of you. And if you use that promo code, We Are Legion, you can take advantage of the special offer that he's got running right now. All right, so let's get into it. I know that this is always one of those conversations that I see and people have such strong opinions about, because some people are very, very purist when it comes to CGC or CBCS or even PGX once in a while for various different reasons. You know, they all have their strong suits and they all have their shortcomings. But today I'm not going to be focusing on any of those. Everyone knows that there are long wait times at CGC. CBCS is even seeing extended wait times as they're increasingly getting more popular. And we're seeing the prices go up constantly from both companies for reasons such as material costs and just the volume. But today I'm going to be revisiting and talking more about and showing off something that I'm really excited about, where I have bypassed all of that to slab my own comics. So go ahead and just put it out there. This is not a substitution for a certified grading service of any of them. With professional grading, you get quality product. You get, you can't necessarily say quality control all the time, but you get a top tier quality project from CBCS being, in my opinion, the best, the CGC being great as well, but you get the certified grade on the book. Nothing will replace having a professional industry standard qualify your book with a grade number that assigns it value, inherent value that holds beyond. This is not that. This is just for fun. So this is something that I was thinking about because I have tons and tons of books that I don't necessarily need to send off to have professional graded for me to enjoy them. But I don't want them just sitting in these long boxes hanging out. I want them to come out and breathe. I have this nice display behind me that I would like to be able to rotate more books out, and they just don't present the same, having some up there graded and some up there just sitting there raw. So I returned back to the place, the Comic Skin. So this is actually the company that EGS uses to buy their slabs from. You can buy them from them too, directly from their website, comicskin.com. No S on the end of that, comicskin.com. They're like $17 a piece, and I think you save a little bit if you buy a bunch. I'm not sure on that. But what's cool about it is you can make your own labels. And once you do that, it actually really gets that aesthetic that I was looking for when I put them up here on the wall behind me. And I was going to show some of those off. And again, these are books that maybe one day I would love to have professionally graded, but they're not books that I would be selling. And I don't want to send them off right now. I've got stuff sitting at CGC right now, stuff from the event, and also 98 there, Killing Joke is there. I got like 5 or 6 books sitting there in 2 different submissions, but these are just ones I would love to have just to be able to rotate out on my display. And for example, I've got the Spectre number 22. This is like a $10 to $20 book. This is Alex Ross's first work at DC Comics. So in these Comic Skin cases, it looks pretty decent. And then when you get that, for like the label looks almost professional, and you can see where you can kind of toy with it and play with it. For the first time ever in this household, DC Comics actually has custom labels. You know, with CGC, you can get the custom Marvel labels, or there's random ones that they do that aren't really associated with any company, but they do not do DC labels. So now I've got that Legion of Comics spectacular grade on there, and I opted not to try to assign a specific number grade to it. I'm not a professional grader, but using the Overstreet standard for grading, you can assign a general grade to it. So I put the near mint in there, made a little word bubble box out of it. And in case you're wondering, I did not make these labels. I reached out to my good friend Chip Gettler, the White Shadow himself, and we worked out a little thing where I sent him the information I wanted and how I wanted it, and he'd send it to me. He even put a QR scanner on the back that'll take you somewhere. I'm assuming to my channel. That's what he said, but I haven't scanned this one yet, and knowing Chip, who knows? But I also want to throw out there, Chip is just a top quality guy. When he sent me these, he also sent me this shirt as well as this amazing mug and it's green. So thank you again, Chip Getler. And here's another one that I absolutely love this book, and I shared it recently on my first appearance challenge video I did. It was Omega Men #3, the first appearance of Lobo. And boom, the nice high grade, got that DC custom label on there with the actual image of his first appearance from the cover. It's credited like you would normally see with first appearance of Lobo, first appearance of Bedlam, Roger Sliffler's story, Keith Giffen and Mike DiCarlo cover art. Like it's properly credited, and they look great in these things. They're really cool. And here's another one that I honestly don't think I would ever send to get graded. It's a big boy book. It's Incredible Hulk #6 from the original 6-issue run, but it's such a low grade that I would rather keep it as is and just wait to maybe upgrade one day. But getting one of these custom labels kind of just makes me perfectly fine with holding it. You know, I don't need to send this off to get it professionally graded when I know that I'm not going to sell it. I just would like to take it out and display it every now and then. This one out of all of these would probably be going to get graded like professionally first. So you can see where this is a fine copy to very fine. So I just had it put fine on there. It's got a few color breaking ticks and stuff. So that's where I would assign it. Couldn't give it a specific number, but that's my opinion is an honest estimate of where the grade would be sitting at. That custom label on there. Again, it just looks awesome. Got my own logo on there, and that's miraculous grade on it. So Chip did a good job, had some fun with it. You know, this has a Hulk size grade. The Lobo says Omega size grade. And then lastly, I've had a piece sitting behind me for a long time that Austin LeMay drew of the Spectre that I absolutely love. And as we know, CBCS will encapsulate art. They find it a number grade for value, but they encapsulate it and do just like this and put art on there. So now it looks nice, and it kind of matches if I want to display it with my books and everything. And I got that yellow label on there. I actually was able to go back in my phone and timestamp and actually get the day that Austin actually drew this live when we were on a chat together. So it's actually credited on there, drawn by Austin LeMay. It's got the date that he did it. And then I have Austin's awesome logo on there. So yeah, it's just a way to have fun with your books. You know, just there's so many other options to do out there. And none of these are getting sold, and I'm not under the delusion that this somehow increases their value. This is just something fun for aesthetic purposes, and to be able to display them. And you know, I can get more labels made and take these in and out and rotate them around and stuff, and put different books in them. It just seemed like a fun thing to do. And I gotta tell you what, having them here in this like little small stack, they look fantastic. I mean, they catch glare. It seems like a little bit more than those. So on the video, it probably might. I don't know how it'll turn out looking. Who knows? But I'll watch this eventually, probably. But needless to say, they look great. They're awesome. And so leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of them. Was this something that you would potentially do instead of having to send your stuff off to get it encapsulated? Again, this is for display purposes only, so I can enjoy more of my books and change up my background and all that kind of good stuff. And otherwise, let me know if you're a purist to a certain company and why. I'd be curious to know. But until next time, guys, as always, I'm Mark, but we are Legion.